It was just past 3 in the morning when Joaquin, a medical student, found himself alone in the university library. The dim lights of the building created a gloomy atmosphere, barely allowing him to make out the shapes of the shelves filled with heavy volumes. He was used to long nights of studying, but there was something about this particular night that left him uneasy. A feeling of being watched clung to the edge of his awareness. As he reviewed note after note, the flicker of one of the ceiling lights caught his attention. Almost instantly, a chill ran down his spine. He tried to ignore it and refocused on his notes. However, that flicker turned into a blackout, and the only source of light remaining was the faint glow of his desk lamp. Trying to shake off the paranoia, Joaquin turned on the flashlight on his phone to continue studying. But then, someone, reflected behind him in the glass of the door. He turned sharply, but there was nothing there. His breathing quickened, and he felt a growing pressure in his chest. He decided to move to a table near the entrance where the lights still worked. As he gathered his things, he heard a whisper coming from the farthest corner of the library. "Don't turn off the light." His logical mind tried to dismiss the words as a product of exhaustion, but the fear had already taken root. Despite the dread, he chose to investigate. Slowly, he walked toward the dark corner where he thought he had heard the whisper. All he found were books, rows and rows of them. He turned into one of the narrow aisles between shelves, and at that exact moment, the light above his head flickered again. The anxiety was undeniable, and he decided to return to the previous table. But before he could reach a safe source of light, something tugged at his shirt. Joaquin let out an involuntary scream, but when he turned around, all he found was a small book lying on the floor. With trembling hands, he picked it up to see what it was. A diary, very old, with frayed edges and yellowed pages. Inside, there were notes from another student describing similar encounters. Whispers, just like the one Joaquin had heard. On the last page, written in desperation, was a single sentence. "Don't let the darkness find you." Terrified, Joaquin put the diary in his bag and prepared to leave. But as he made his way to the exit, the lights began turning off one by one, following his steps. When he reached the doorway, the last light went out with a loud snap. He felt a whisper in his ear, clearer than ever. "Don't turn off the light." It was then that he realized that warning hadn't been just advice. It was a plea. He instantly turned on his phone's flashlight and ran, knowing he would never be alone in that library at night again. And in his mind, echoing endlessly, was the chilling warning from the darkness. "Don't turn off the light."